Okay guys, here we go, back with another one for you here. It has been a little bit of a gap for me in videos. I have been super busy and have been traveling. In addition to that, I then got sick, so kind of a double whammy, and wasn't ready for prime time in doing a video for you until just very recently. Also, this one here, which I'm about to show you, is one that I have seen actually quite a while back in Singapore, but did not capture any footage of it at the time, and only very recently I got this one for myself. So I did want to get it up here for you guys to see it, because they are starting to appear in the Western world in the secondary marketplace. Only in the last few weeks they have really started to make an appearance in larger numbers. This is a limited edition Seiko. So if you're in the market for this, and this is one you've been looking for, or you have just purchased one, I think it's a great one to get into, and here it is. It is the Seiko Prospex limited edition SRPB01 or SRPB01K1, the green turtle. And it is a stunner for sure. One of the coolest configurations I've seen in a while. And if you are a person that likes green, this is definitely a great look. One of the great things about this one in particular is that they did what I really wanted when they released the PADI turtle, which was provide the stainless bracelet and the addition of the really wonderful stock silicone rubber. And the great thing is they've included in the nice little kind of faux leather rubberized case, providing a special compartment there for it, and it has the really nice, simple but nice stock stainless bracelet. It's 22 millimeters wide there at the top, tapers a little bit. It is definitely a great look for sure with this color configuration, and we will get into it here in a moment, taking a closer look at the differences between this and a couple of others. As you can see here, the first one in the green series, which I did review for you guys here previously, is the Seiko Solar Kermit, sort of a Submariner style from them, and that is the SNE451P1. If you have not seen that one and you like these green configurations, that is a terrific and very affordable watch, nicely sized, and I have to tell you, I really appreciated that version. It is a limited edition as well. This year, again, pointing out they reissued, I should say 2016, they reissued the turtle way back there, and in 2016 brought forth a number of collaboration models, getting into some color, getting into some pearl sheen dials that are just really something interesting to have in a diving watch for sure. Different configurations with the hands. You can see they've done some different things with the indices, the chapter ring, the overall look, bezel and so forth. Really something spectacular. And one of the first watches I picked up from this series and had the world's first review of it is the Seiko Zimbi, which was an absolute stunner, done in sapphire with a Cyclops over it, candy bar Cyclops. Just a great watch, one of my favorites. It's one I love to wear in a lot of different ways. But this one here, I've got to tell you, the colors are gorgeous. There's something really special about a green watch. If you love the Kermit Submariner Rolex, there's no doubt you can appreciate a diving watch with this kind of style. And overall, I've got to tell you, it really does pop. These colors are beautiful. I like that they kind of kept it simple also. I anticipated when they announced this watch, they would have done some different things with the hands, making one of the hands, for instance, the minute hand there green like they did with some other ones. The thing that I wish they had done with this, because it is a limited edition, is they did not signify the limited edition on the dial like you can see here with the Polar Baby Tuna, which was a limited edition, the Zimbi. They just basically left the configuration on the dial just like any other new version of this re-release in the Turtle. And that keeps the Prospex X down there, then the automatic, and then Divers 200 meter with the text below, and just Seiko at the top. And I've actually found that when they migrate that Prospex X up north, it sort of balances the dial out a little bit more, and a lot of guys do not love the Prospex logo, even though it signifies this is in fact an ISO rated diving configuration with its specs. It does not appeal to every guy out there when they purchase a diving watch in the range here from Seiko. However, it is still a great watch, and I really do like the overall look of it, it would have been nice to at least have that signification there that it is in fact a limited edition. Here you can see it on the wrist. I put it on the salesman's wrist. We get a quick shot of it. He has got a small wrist, only about 6.5 inches here. So you can see it is a beefy, serious wrist presence for sure. And you can see here getting a look at the bracelet. We have, as I've said earlier here, it is a 22 millimeter width at the top between the lugs on either side. So if you are getting into a NATO strap, 22 millimeters will do just great. I've done it with all of mine, and it's a great look. As that same can be said for any other aftermarket strap. It's really solid. You can see the very standard stamped stainless clasp. You've got the fold-over clasp with the flip lock and the push-button release. It is something that some guys have said over a number of videos and reviews that they'd like to see something a little more substantial, something maybe machined or milled, but I have to tell you, it looks great, it works great. It may not be absolutely top of the line in terms of its fit and finish, but it does the job. And you can see solid end links. The links themselves, very sturdy, very solid. It is a great build quality and very heavy on the wrist. If you are looking for something substantial on the wrist, there's no doubt the Turtle is going to do just that. It really does feel significant on the wrist. Even when you size it down, take a few links out, you definitely get a nice chunk of change on your wrist at all times. In fact, when I'm driving an extended distance on a trip and I want to wear a Turtle, I typically will put it on something lighter, like a NATO strap, kind of take the weight down overall. A little less fatigue on the wrist when I am wearing one of these. And I love to wear my Zimby, as you've seen in previous videos. Just a great look. I do have to tell you, the silicone is really one of the best straps out there at this price point. It's just fantastic. Nice brush keeper, nice chunky size buckle, really terrific. The fact that they are providing both options for you in the stock standard in the box is really great. Worth it. Now, let's talk a little bit more specs here. 45 millimeter width, guys, about 13.4, approximately 13.4 tall on the wrist. But 45 millimeter, it tends to trend a little lower. The overall bezel width on this one is lower than the overall case size, not including the crown, so really not bad. It's definitely significant, but it tends to almost look more like about 43 millimeters if you really factor in the width of the bezel. Well, I got to tell you, it's a great look. The bezel on this, as you can see, the chapter ring, when I went and got this one, it is right near perfect, just right where you want to see the chapter ring and bezel line up there at the 12 o'clock indus. It's just one of those watches you really want to look for in terms of its configuration, and I've had great luck lately when I've gone to an AD. And you can see here right at the end, we are going to do a lume test. Just did this one really quickly with the iPhone. Flashlight, and it's great, as usual. You cannot go wrong with Seiko LumiBright. It is the kind of stuff that's just going to burn bright and burn really clear into the wee hours of the morning, so you can still, if you're out doing something that involves needing to look at your watch early in the morning and see what the time is, this is the way to go for a automatic movement. And again, about 40 to 41, this is the 4R36, 40 to 41 hours in the power reserve when this one has been wound up fully on your wrist. So, as always, it is really a terrific, very, very solid movement. You can see here also this, because this is Southeast Asian limited edition model. It has both English and a Roman numeral date and day options. So you have Roman numerals for the day with the numbers. So great configuration, and I really do appreciate the yellow seconds hand. It really does stand out on the dial, and you do have just a little touch of yellow at 12, 3, 6, and 9. So it's just a great configuration overall. Guys, tell me what you think about this one here. It has been one a lot of guys have mentioned. I've heard about it quite a bit. Finally had to get one into the collection here. I'm not sure how long I will hang on to it. I have to just make a decision. I want to keep this one, but I really do love the color. I'm just going to have to think about it here and just see about this one because it really is one I enjoy. Okay, guys, thanks very much for watching. I've got a lot more coming up for you here, just kind of getting back on my feet, and a lot more trips and travel to do here. There are a couple of terrific new Seikos that I have got in my sights for some stuff to do really soon here on the channel, so stay tuned for that. Definitely like and subscribe. Let me know what you think about these. Do you have this model? Do you like it? Is it one you were looking for? Do you think it's a little too expensive? Because right now this one is pricing in around $600 to $650. It's just a little bit above what its opening price is in Asia, although I have seen some guys asking for astronomical prices. I think you can find one for $600. You are doing great. Anyway, guys, tell me what you think about this one. Love to hear from you guys. And as always, I will talk to you soon.